My name is Paul, and in today's episode, I'm going to talk about how more muscle equals a higher metabolic rate. Now, a metabolic rate is the amount of energy you expend daily or the speed at which you burn calories. I think the speed at which you burn calories is slightly more specific. Now, how do we raise our metabolic rate? How do we burn more calories? We must increase our muscle mass. That is one of the most perfect ways to raise your metabolism, is to increase your muscle mass. Increase the amount of muscle you have on your body. Now, muscle burns more calories at rest than fat, and that is why it's easier to stay leaner. Your body wants to keep muscle for survival and burn fat for energy. Your body is very, very primitive. It's from thousands of years ago, and it wants to survive. In theory, it thinks we're living in the wild, which is fighting off lions and tigers and everything. So it wants as much muscle as possible in order to survive, and as little fat as possible. It still wants some fat for optimum body function, but as little fat as possible, so it doesn't have to lug your body around carrying a big pile of fat everywhere, so that it is on its toes for if we need to be attacked, if we're going to be attacked by a lion and we need to run, or we need to hunt a deer down for food or something like that. So the more muscle we have, the more our body responds well to it, and it keeps us lean. However, it's all relative, the muscle mass percentage of your body weight. So a 120-pound girl at 8%, oh no, that's slightly low, 120-pound girl at 12 or 13% is going to be able to find herself much able to stay much leaner than a 200-pound guy at 15%. Because in relation to her body weight, she has more muscle than the 200-pound guy. In actual weight on the scales, she doesn't. But in terms of, in percentage of her body weight, she does. And therefore it's going to be much easier for her to stay leaner. Now, girls, don't get kind of confused. You don't pick up weights and suddenly build muscle. It doesn't happen that easily, especially for girls, as they have 10% of the testosterone that men have. And a lot of men find it very, very difficult to build muscle. So you're not going to pick up weights and suddenly have, the next day biceps bigger than your head or anything like that. Anything ridiculous. But you do need to increase the amount of muscle you have on your body in relation to fat in order to stay lean, and it's going to be much, much easier for you to stay lean if you do that. Now, just some tips to help you along the way. Drink plenty of water. Everybody underrates water. Especially with staying lean, it's going to make sure your body is as optimal as possible for flushing out toxins, keeping you healthy. Regular exercise. Of course, if we want to gain muscle, we need to exercise. Cardio as well as resistance, especially for building the muscle. And a cleaner diet. A cleaner diet in general, but things like lentils, peppers, green tea, including them in your diet, they do have a thermogenic properties, a thermogenic effect, which is your body heating up to burn the calories. Literally, digesting them will help you burn more calories. So that's not a great deal. You're not going to just be able to lose weight necessarily from eating more thermogenic food. However, that food is generally on the healthier side, so it will help a lot. I hope that gives you more information that building muscle will help towards you staying leaner and losing weight especially as well. If you like the video, please give it a like. I'd love it if you could subscribe, but if not, I'll see you on the next episode.